SACP took a decision to say, in memory of Comrade Chris, particularly in this 30th anniversary since his coward assassination, let us consider a concrete program capable of giving hope to our people. And this campaign is one such program. We call it Chris Hani GBV plus F Victim Support. A team to be deployed to a number of police stations here in the Western Cape to see to it that they are able to, amongst other things, ensure that victims of gender-based violence are given sufficient support, they are attended to, and that police officers are able to telephone our red brigades, collect them so that they can be able to give the support throughout, and move beyond counseling and be ambassadors in our communities, educating and spreading awareness against GBV plus F related crimes. So that's the kind of support the SACP is actually going to offer or have started to offer. These brigades have been trained by the SACP, and the South African Police Service is going to take them through further with the training and subject them to their own internal systems. Because this is one issue in our campaigns which, in our view, has been given scant attention. And majority of the people who are victims of this is women, and thus we had to stand up in the name of Comrade Chris, take this matter, and we identified Delft police station.
And I want to just latch on to that point. I was funny, not so long ago, I was saying to someone that my initial impression of Chris Hani on first meeting him was his arresting, authoritative, nature and aura, but also capable of being very compassionate and affectionate at the same time. And when you're talking about the police earlier on, and even the very nature of the scourge of gender-based violence is the role of power, is the role of authority, which unfortunately not only oppresses women, but tortures women with these terrible crimes. So how do you marry the two, compassion and love and care, so that women who think that the people that they report these crimes to, who should be able to help them, fight for them, exert that necessary power to not rescue them, but to help them, actually show that respect, love and compassion?
Actually, Tsepiso, Chris died fighting for peace, a caring society. And as you have indicated that he had compassion, had solidarity, and it is on those bases that we felt that the SACP he led must be able to provide such compassion, must be able to provide such love, and build a society, a just society, a human society, a caring society. As I indicated earlier to say, a society where you are able to walk freely and not scared of any person and any time. And as everybody thought that Chris was this aggressive person, so Chris was aggressive against the enemy, the apartheid system, the capitalist system. As we too, as Red Brigades, are aggressive against criminals. And we are going to be aggressive against perpetrators of GBV plus F. And we are not going to make apology on that question. But of course, and see to it that victims are supported and indeed walk the recovery journey with us. And after we launched this activity, a number of people are calling us. Others are from the police, others are healthcare workers, others are social workers. So a number of people are having an interest in this. And I must make this point to say, they are going to be deployed in areas here in Cape Town, in the West Coast, in Boland, and over there. And in the next quarter, when the minister releases a statistics, we'll monitor that statistics very close. as basis to look at the qualitative impact this campaign is making. Of course, the impact is not going to be instant.
Well, this is the point that I was going to make, that a lot of those people who are going to call you will probably point to the fact that funding is one of the major challenges. So we also know that gender-based violence within it, rooted in the subjugation of the scourge, is the socio-economic challenges. So on the one, raising funding for the facilities, because some of are already established to operate and operate effectively, but to also get some of those people who would ordinarily not be in those situations out of those situations. So how will you approach that?
You know, maybe I must make this point here, this call here, and say we call on big business to come on board. You can go to any township, you will find a mall. In that mall, it will either be ShopRite, Spa, or what have you. And you are calling on such owners of these stores must consider what we call social responsibility. Plow back, provide support to victims of gender-based violence plus F. You know, so those are forces who are going to engage as the SACP, working with organized labor and other civil society. Now that we launched this, these right brigades are no longer ours. They belong to the community, they belong to the state. What we will do is to play a political oversight role, right? And that will be quite dynamic. And the support mechanism will be found, and that is going to be a struggle. We can't have ShopRite in Delft, in Khayelitsha, and yet that ShopRite is unable to provide what we call social responsibility, meaning provide support for victims of gender-based violence plus F.